Goodness gracious, Papa Ball! Lakad mo to! Normally. Naku po!
And that's one thing we didn't point out as well. Like the Lina to deal with Undying Tombstone is pretty darn running a tri-lane bot.
Yeah, CML dropping very, very low now. This is what I was worried. Nico going to try to go for a roar out on to Bombi, but he is surrounded and does go down.
He's good.
Top lane. Jump onto our Void Spirit. Ice Blast going to fly in, and the rest of the Pulse will buy him a bit of time as he does go for the Astral Step back onto the Beastmaster. Nico is going to die to the Ice Blast, but does eventually also get the Void Spirit as Boomy going to run onto Bombi. Be able to get a nice secondary pick up here for Adroit. So Avalanche Toss does catch out Nico. He does go down immediately, but Bombi does also die. Now that BB going to jump in with Joe Cam, and the Laguna Blade can kill off Mac, but Drew gets a nice chrono as well onto CML just to ensure they get everybody they wanted. Mid-tier 1 going to get forced in, but Mac going to be in a bit of danger as the Ice Blast does fly through, and he is really not that tanky once that Ice Blast is there. Raw is going to be committed by Nico. Boomy trying to go after Bombi, but he's already done his job, right? Do they want to fight again? Mac, he has the arena up. He'll go for it, but that BB is able to get away thanks to a great LSA out from Joe Cam.
Trinity for Void Spirits. And look at Hung. It's just lining up again.
Boomy's trying to find him. Does get him with the Dream Coil and does actually cancel off the TP. He was TPing. Meanwhile, MCY just got his Aghanim Scepter up, so here come the Spirits. They do manage to get the Tiny.
So there's going to be a lot of impact here from MCY. He just needs to get his body out there. He needs to find those openings.
Is there from Mac. He's just waiting on that Spear and does have a nice setup thanks to the Yules out. Still, Joe Cam trying to go after CML. Does get him with the help of Drew. Drew does have Chrono up, but pops the Mask of Madness first instead and goes straight after Boomy. Does get him. They did also kill off Bombi on the AA, however, so it's just a 2 for 2, but there's your Chrono now, catching out both of them, but a great roar out from Nico. Will hold back Drew. Mac will get all the healing he requires as he jumps back in, but now Hung going for an Avalanche Toss does land on 2. Is it going to be enough? It is. Mac will go down, and now Drew goes straight after MCY. They won't be able to kill him off. Nico actually ends up killing off Joe Cam in the backlines, but here comes that BB on the Void Spirit. You get another. Now CML jumping in with the Flesh Golem, but he doesn't really have too much help here. It's only the IO. Boomy's coming in, but I would not recommend it. They do finally spot him out now. Boomy, he might just initiate with the Dream Coil, and does. Spear actually thrown preemptively. Now the arena is there, but you don't have the Spear. And what a chrono out from Drew. He's got all of them. There goes Mac. MCY is very low and does go down to that BB. Onto CML it is. This Undying, not going to last too long here. Does go down. In fact, there's just more going on. Hung. Avalanche Toss out. Does catch out Boomy, and there's only one left.
How does it? 3 over 5 Spirits still.
MC Mac going to get jumped on here by Drew. He does drop the arena, but the bashes are flying through the BKB. Meanwhile, Hung is going to go after the Undying. MCY, Raw going to be out from our Beastmaster onto Hung, but he's just not going down. They don't have the damage, and now Drew's going to jump in for an easy chrono. He'll get CML, and now he'll go straight after Boomy. Dream Coil out from Boomy, but just such an easy Aether Remnant to land for that BB. He's going to run into Bombi. That BB's coming in. Ice Blast is there. Now the jump in from that BB. They may force out this BKB early as MCY is trying to run. Drew is right behind. They'll hope for some bashes here. MCY does BKB up, but Hung is going to chase him down now. With the tree throw, he will still survive on 130 HP. Drew wants to continue this chase. Toss in onto MCY. Perfect play from Hung. Mac is trying to just get himself out of this one, but that BB now on the chase. They have the bashes out. MCY, he cannot survive the damage. The BKB on MCY, it does nothing. Into the mid lane, CML going to be a bit cautious as Hung is just going to jump in and... Okay, that's a squishy Undying. Neutralized right now, so they'll go for the Dream Coil, and that is an Ag's Dream Coil, so they'll find even more. Coming for MCY as the Ice Blast is going to fly in. Drew going to go straight after Nico. The Roar. No, the first hit bash out from Drew. Now CML just getting taken down. The relocate is there.
Yeah, Yeah. I'm excited for the fact that it's been so long. Hunk's going to have an action. Oh.
Almost kills off the puck. And does. Boomy does go down, but now MCY going to try and fight this one out. Arena is going to be dropped, but the spear is just way off top. Ice Blast. Raw is there on Drew, but Drew just turns back around. Now the Chrono is going to be out. Where the hell did that target go? Where is he? There he is.
Up in the air. It's just when he's caught, although.
Arena going to be dropped. He's trying to go after the AA, and Bombi is going to survive. Oh, Burmese been caught out here by that BB. They'd love to burst him down, and Hung, yeah, just gets him easily. It's one of those teams I always say you can't underestimate these guys, as MCY loses half his HP to that Lina. That was only one Laguna Blade, by the way. He did not get the second one off. Relocate, going for the double damage rune, does pick it up, but Jocam's waiting for him. Oh, the support Lina takes him out. But you're playing carry IO and you're dying to pos for Lina. That ain't it.
No. Adroit, call the GG. Just a rough game overall. Like, the draft was super different. Oh.
And the bot lane, like, Void Oracle probably, I just don't see that losing either. It might draw out, but probably not going to be an outright loss by any stretch.
No. And I think that's really the real strength here for 496. Now, it does feel like, you know, I have to give this props for Adroit. This is the Boomy Mag, and we've seen Adroit kind of pull that off, right? Like they've run the spot for Mag to great effect. The issue is timing. When we see Boomy Mag, we know that Boomy waits for Blink. Blink Arcane Boots is what he usually goes for. And
anyway, he just salves up. It's a dangerous lane, because right now you just jump in like that with the Purifying Flames at level 2, and Drew should have the damage, or no, maybe he doesn't, but Bombi does. Now Boomy going to try and chase down Drew, but he is outrunning him. But here comes CML to try and help out, and it looks like he is going to have the damage output necessary. He is. Tuna is up, but Jocam, no, they're going to jump Hung straight away, and in fact, MCY is joined in, but a nice LSA is there, and they might just blow him up. No, they didn't get the Laguna off in time. And Adroit look to clean up the side of 496 up in this top lane, as they do.
But that's under vision that they did manage to drop the T-ward, but
Bombi going to get jumped on here. Looks like Mac wants to keep going now after that BB, but Hung will turn back around on the leader. But what a great RP up from Boomy. He's got the Blink Dagger out already, and that is going to be a lot of heroes going down, as the Laguna did nothing.
They do lose the Aegis by expiry, but that's just a reset now for MCY. They've still got all their spells. GS, Chrono
is going to be committed onto our Void Spirit. He's actually just tanking it though. He's not taking enough damage. Drew is silenced up. He tries to run. He's going to go down. Hung trying to run. A great RP out. Boomy straight into the 8th. The Remnant, and Hung, he does at least get the Laguna Blade off in time. Yeah, Drew cannot die like this. Mac, he's got the 8th. The Remnant. He has another silence in a second. And yeah,
they're shoving in all the waves, trying to make it hard. And Jocam?
Yeah, goes for the skewer. Big greedy play there. And gets a repeat as well by Jocam. Steals the skewer away. Sends him underneath the tier 3 tower. Boomy getting outplayed by Jocam. Make it harder now. Drew jumping in with the Chrono. MCY looks like he will end up dropping. Drew now feeling very confident to just keep going. CML just in the middle of all this. Drew slowly going to take him out, as on the side they are chasing down Boomy. That BB doesn't have a duel available, but it may not matter, as Boomy doesn't really have anywhere to go. Jocam lifts him up, and that'll be another kill going to the way of 496. This Chrono is unavailable. It'll be up in about 25 seconds. But Drew does eventually get caught out here. Mac with the 8th Remnant, but the control there from Hung. Global Silence has been committed with the double silence flying out onto Drew, and Drew will lose the Aegis. MCY does not really have the Abyssal, but won't need it. The Boundless Strike wasn't enough. Hung trying to fight this out with the duel out from the LC. They do kill off Boomy. He's just going to buy back, or in fact, Drew is the one to buy back. Onto this Void Spirit, but MCY is there to try and help out Mac. He's going to survive. Hung will also survive, at least for a bit, but will probably end up going down, and does. Mac just finds another in the form of Nico. Drew does kill off Nico. Drew gonna go for a chrono, but the balance strike's gonna be there. Into the Abyssal Blade, just buying so much time. Great plays out from MCY, but now he's in trouble. Drew kills him off. CML gonna be chased down as well on the Void, and he's gonna die. Global Silence has been committed. RP not going to make it there in time, but they've got more silences to come here out onto Drew, but the false promises kind of going to really save his life thanks to Bombi. Yule's up. Meanwhile, Boomy does go down to Hung. Jewel is out. They've caught out Drew, but they've got a Jewel off with the Mac. The problem is Mac kills them off. And all the while, Nico just keeps stealing more and more into Wade.
Could be big. There's a chrono here for Drew.
Oh, they got to slide the Vice off onto Lena again. BKB, though, is going to be there in time. And now the LC, a great duel out. They caught the Monkey King, MCY. He will barely survive, getting the balance. But now Drew jumps in with the chrono, dishing out the damage, does eventually get him. But they've got to be worried by Nico, who is just whacking away at everybody on that silencer. Look at the damage he's dealing right now. JoeCam, the poor guy's just going to go down the back lines. Meanwhile, Drew forced to run away as the impetus strikes do come out, but Nico popped. I think they would have seen that. They're just going to wait on the high ground now, but JoeCam does jump in still. MCY does get in as well. Now the duel out. They got Boomy. 1 for 1. Yule's out, however. They've fought out Drew, but he'll just chrono in the Wukong's command. Laguna being committed as well. They will eventually kill off MCY. Mac, meanwhile, going after Hung, does clean up the Lena. It's still looking pretty good here for the side of Adroit, as they've got to worry about Nico. He's got so much stolen in right now. And yeah, Drew just going to get chased down, and it's just...
70.
They get the Megas. RP out now from JoeCam into Drew, who has the chrono in a second, but he's been silenced up again. Needs that BKB to get off. They'll false promise him up. MCY right into the back lines after Bombi. He wants the Oracle down. Here comes our silencer. It's the big brain himself, but no, the chrono's there. That was not the idea, Mr. Silencer. Boomy, he's the real big brain. He's hitting the damn melee barracks. He's just ignoring the whole team fight. Skewer back, Jewel is going to be there, but it just won't matter. 496, I believe they may have lost, unless JoeCam, what a skew around into the fountain. They get CML, they'll actually kill off MCY. Matt, even getting 4-staffed in. Now MCY, get out of the fountain, sir. He's trying to make a run for it. Chrono, of course, is not available any longer, but he can hope for some passions. JoeCam trying, but can't do it by himself. The balance strike is out. Drew's trying to fight back, but he is surrounded by 3 heroes. Maybe he can do it. He's trying, but he's been stunned up. There's no buybacks left apart from himself, and that's it. They've called it. They'll tie up the series 1-1 between Adroit and 496. And of course, we do have our final series, John, which also includes 496.